𝀭 and gonna talk about Syria. Gonna read the news a little bit, and let's try to make this video very short. It's very worrying what's going on in Syria. People are being slaughtered by ISIS, by this radical Islam. This terrorism in Syria must stop. We have also massacre ongoing in Gaza. But this what's going on in Gaza it is a war between two people. But this guy Al-Julani, Alsharaa, Ahmad Alsharaa, he is killing his own people. There's logic in Gaza war. Two people are fighting each other, the Israelis and the Palestinians. This conflict has been ongoing for many, many years. Sometimes Palestinians die, sometimes Israelis die. What is going on in Syria? We have a mega super terrorist, most horrible terrorist in the whole world, who started ISIS together with al-Baghdadi. He has killed people with his own hands. He has raped. Most probably he has beheaded with his own hands. I doubt Netanyahu he did that. He is the most evil person on this world, living in this world. We have the devil, then we have Al-Julani next to him. The devil is jealous from this guy. I warn President Trump. This is the second time I do this warning. I don't care. I must speak to all leaders in the world who put Al-Julani in power. You have done the worst thing in your lives. You have done this to the Syrian people. Is living on a holy land, just like people in Gaza. Again, people in Gaza, they have the fight with the Israelis since 1948. They are like, they have learned from history how to deal with this stuff. Syrian people, they don't know what's happened. They don't know what they've done. If they have attacked Israel, and then Israel come to Syria and slaughter people in Syria, this is logical. War between two people. But Al-Julani, Ahmad Alsharaa, he's supposed to be a Syrian, which I doubt. He was put in power. They say President Trump sometimes, they say Turkish President Erdogan, they say Russian President Putin. This terrorist, Ahmad Alsharaa, is the devil in disguise. I warn all leaders who are supporting this criminal terrorist, who is much worse than Prime Minister Netanyahu. Prime Minister Netanyahu, he is fighting for his people. Ahmad Alsharaa, he is killing his own people. This is a big difference, people. Big difference. They talked about ceasefire in Syria. There's no ceasefire. The ISIS gangs, terrorists, are slaughtering people as we speak. They're cutting heads. I don't know if they are eating people. They are cannibals. Nobody's talking about it. You see, children in Gaza are being killed and they are hungry. But at least they got support in other countries. They go on demonstration for Palestine, free Palestine. Nobody's talking about the slaughter of the Syrian people in 𝀭as we speak. Why? Why? Because President Trump, along with Arab leaders, Muslim leaders, European leaders, maybe Russian leader, maybe Russian president is supporting Al-Julani. Erdogan, Turkish President Erdogan, you want to support a terrorist in neighbor country? You don't play with that one. One day, your own people, Erdogan, will pay the price. What have you done to the Syrian people? What have you done to the Syrians, Erdogan? President Putin, I don't want to talk about what you have done. Betrayed the Syrian people. Everybody who dig a hole for his brother, he's gonna fall in it. Putin, it goes for you, President Erdogan. It goes for Trump. The only one, listen now very carefully, the only one who will not get this curse is Prime Minister Netanyahu. See, Prime Minister Netanyahu is an angel compared to Al-Julani, the terrorist. Understand, people? And I was all the time criticizing Netanyahu and warning Netanyahu. Stop the slaughter in Gaza. Stop the genocide in Gaza. It's not about the numbers. It's about the logic. Netanyahu, he has a war with the Palestinians. It's been ongoing since 1948 between the Israelis and the Arabs, the Palestinians in particular. But Al-Julani, he was a terrorist all his life. He was a terrorist since he was born. He got a new chance. Syria went to civil war and he got a new chance to control a country and build it from the beginning. Start from the beginning. Everybody said, give him a chance, give him a chance. Give him a chance. God forgive anybody. So let's forgive him. He killed Americans in Iraq. He sent young people to suicide bombing. He beheaded people. He did a lot of atrocities against innocent people in Iraq. Thousands Iraqis were killed by this criminal Al-Julani. Then when he went to Syria, he continued. He started ISIS in Syria. And it was not enough for him killing in Iraq and Syria. He killed a lot of Europeans, Americans, suicide bomber. People have forgotten what ISIS have done. And they said, no, he is not a terrorist anymore. Let's give him a chance. Let's see what we're going to do with Syria. He went to the Alawites and slaughtered them. Thousands were killed. His troops chased children from one room to the other. Beheaded them with a knife, took off their heads. What did Europe do? They said, no, it's nothing like that. What did Trump do? He went to meet him. Trump, you're gonna get the curse. The one who dig a hole for his brother, he's gonna fall in it. America will fall because of President Trump. And I will be very happy to know that the Americans, they got the curse today in President Trump, who hates Americans, but not much as Julani hates the Syrians. So President Trump, he's gonna get his karma. Even Macron, the French president, you put your hand with a terrorist, you are supporting terrorism in Syria. That's against Jesus Christ. Of course you're not Christian. Macron, you're supporting terrorism in Syria. You're done, Macron. Erdogan, the Turkish people, you're gonna see what will happen with the Turkish people. Turkey will not be one anymore. Turkey will be divided. Why? Because without Syria, there's no Turkey. Turkey, you support Erdogan, Al-Julani? Turkey is finished. I promise you, Erdogan, there is no Turkey. Why? Because there is no Syria anymore. Putin, President Putin, you sold Syria to the terrorists. You think Russia is too strong. You sold your values, President Putin. You have no values. Took out your troops. And now nobody have respect for you because you have no values. You're nothing. You don't even have respect anymore. Regardless how powerful you are, nobody respects you. Someday you will sell somebody very, very near to you. So all world leaders, Erdogan, Putin, Trump, Arab leaders, who give money to Al-Julani to survive. You know this guy? He never worked, Al-Julani. He steals. He's a thief. He never worked. He steals money. How he steals? He kills people and takes their money. If he wants to have sex, he rapes people. He rapes small girls. If he's hungry, he eats people. A cannibal. Al-Julani is a cannibal, thief, and a killer, a terrorist. And you put him in power in a holy land. And Netanyahu, you helped to put Al-Julani in power. And now, I say to you, Benjamin Netanyahu, go inside Syria. The whole of South Syria is yours. From Suwaida to Julan Heights until Damascus, all this area is yours. On one condition. You do not help this guy to remain in power. I warn you, Netanyahu. You don't support Al-Julani. I know your people is protecting Al-Julani, Netanyahu, together with the Americans and the Turkish, are sending guards to protect Al-Julani. Al-Julani, if he is in Syria, he will be killed. He will be killed. But because you are protecting him, he has survived since the beginning of this year. Prime Minister Netanyahu, you do your thing in Gaza. You do not help Al-Julani to survive one more day. Otherwise, you did see what happened to President Trump when I was warning him all the time. He was worshipped. You know that, Netanyahu, that President Trump, he was worshipped like Jesus Christ. And American people, they thought this is Jesus Christ. In one day, a storm came and 100 Americans were killed in Texas, and he lost all his glory. Now President Trump is sick. He has some problem with his legs. His body about to explode. You don't want that, Netanyahu. You have already problem with your heart and your male organ. And one earth shaking in Israel, you will lose your glory as well. This is a warning. That's why I stopped warning Trump. He got his karma. Nobody cares about Trump. They are calling him a pedophile. He went down because he didn't listen to my warnings, because he did that to the Syrian people. So be very afraid, Netanyahu, because Trump is accused to be a pedophile. He went with Epstein, who was a pedophile, and a lot of people are claiming that President Trump He did this to small girls. Everybody's talking about it. So he lost the glory. You don't want to end like Trump, Netanyahu. Do not protect this guy, ISIS leader Al-Julani. It's his warning to you, Netanyahu. I don't care what you do in Gaza. Do whatever in Gaza. I know you must do what you are doing in Gaza. I know why. And I know when the time is nigh, who gonna force you to stop? So I don't care about it. I just warn you, do not protect Al-Julani anymore. If you want to be a good man, a hero, don't help Al-Julani, the terrorist, the devil in disguise. This is for you, Netanyahu. Erdogan, you're gonna get your chair. Turkey will be divided in pieces. So, if Al-Julani escape, better not take him to Turkey, because Turkey will be shaking. Turkey will be shaking. So beware, Erdogan. Arab leaders, Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman, you have a lot of money, you pay money to the terrorists, I promise you, something will happen. You will not be able to drink water. Be very afraid. All Arab leaders, if you support this criminal Al-Julani who is killing the Syrian people, all your countries will become empty desert. You will end up in a desert with no water. And you will be living in tents like you were doing for 100 years. Promise you that. Be very afraid. Europe, you have planted ISIS in Europe. You hate Jesus Christ. We know that. I warn you. I warn you. If you support this terrorist who is killing the Syrian people, your countries will be attacked from the Middle East. In one attack, the whole of Europe will be destroyed. In one attack. Better stop supporting the terrorist Al-Julani. I gave warning to all leaders in the world. Don't engage in killing Syrian people. I want you to stop engaging in killing Syrian people. This is my warning to all who put Al-Julani, the terrorist, the devil in disguise. Do not support this guy who is killing people as we speak. Otherwise, you will be cursed. You will be cursed. And what happened to President Trump is nothing. He is sick now. Think about it. Think about your countries and think about your own. President Trump will explode. And he was as if he was Jesus Christ. Now he is accused to be a pedophile. Think about it. Al-Julani, this is a message for you. You have given a chance, but you didn't repent. And I say to you, Al-Julani, you're evil. What you have done, what you have terrorized the world, there's no punishment for you in this world that any humans can give to you. If we put you in jail and take out your eyes and cut you in pieces, it will not be enough. Only God can deal with you. But I say to you, Al-Julan, you better disappear. You don't go and take speech. You better disappear. There's a lot of people will do whatever to remove you from the picture. A lot of people are willing to do whatever to remove you from earth. This is a warning, Al-Julani. You need to disappear. Where you're gonna hide, it's not my problem. You stay in Syria. You will regret you were ever born. So that's all, people. Blessings.